We are 5 months into 2026, and what has actually changed? Has your New Year's resolutions that you wrote out, that you've been manifesting, have they come into fruition? Probably not. I'm guessing you're still stuck in the same patterns, the same type of person living the same mundane reality. And maybe you're starting to wonder if you're the problem, if you can actually change. I'm honestly still unpacking this myself, and here's what I keep coming back to. My understanding of what keeps us stuck, of what keeps us in a constant loop on repeat, much like a hamster wheel, isn't our choices. It's the same silent program that is running rampant without the conscious mind's permission. But today, that is going to shift for you, because we are going to decode the fixed program producing the same outcomes or results in your life right now. Because once you see what's actually happening underneath the hood of why you keep attracting the same people, circumstances, events, bad health, bad finances into your life, you genuinely cannot unsee it. May is a month for you to have awareness, to expose the set of rules you keep yourself bound to or you keep reacting to. And instead, this month's energy is calling you to shift your internal paradigm, to effortlessly become a magnet to attract the desired reality you require without doing any mirror work, scripting, visualization, or manifesting. It is about addressing the root cause that is keeping you stuck, and that's exactly what we're going to be unpacking today in this video. The energy for the month of May stems back to an ancient major arcana tarot card called the Hierophant. For me, this card is a calling. The Hierophant is all about returning to your roots as a leader, as a mentor, as an advisor for the people around you. And it's all about exploring, expressing new words of wisdom and showcasing how we can reach that higher level of consciousness through the messages we not only receive from the divine, but also from the inspiration that we find within us and around us. The two religious followers who are seen as less significant in the card compared to the Hierophant sort of showcase their fixation on the Pope or Father's words as he's expressing certain advice that they're then most likely going to be spreading towards their communities or tribes to then get them to most likely convert to a certain religion or belief. And that's very much like in our own personal lives with our childhood. Growing up, our parents, our guardians have always been there with the best interest of infiltrating us with the knowledge and guidance in terms of how we should live our lives. But when we seek these truths as definite and we fail to live up to our key figures in our lives' expectations, we then can spiral and enter self-doubt. We start to question, how am I perceived? Am I doing this right? Am I actually good enough or worthy enough by their standards? We've built our entire personality or personal reality around a set of rules that we never chose, subconsciously ingrained in our minds since birth. These were handed to us by institutions, by the government, by our family, by the education system, by our society. They were indoctrinated so deeply that we can't even sometimes see them, let alone question them. We just simply live by them as if they are true. And then we wonder why we keep attracting in the same dynamics, the same toxic, karmic relationships, the same patterns with everyone we meet. Because we're still living by someone else's rules about who we are and what we deserve. This isn't just a tarot card. Its insight suggests to you right now that it's time for you to start living in your truth, finding it, living in it, and inspiring others to do the same, even if it just starts with a simple conversation. The law of attraction is always flowing through you, in and around you. It is constantly in motion, and it's providing you with the relationships, the finances, the health, the security, the well-being, everything that you're currently experiencing right now based on your energetic frequency. This means your reality isn't gifted to you by luck, good fortune, timing, or even punishment. The thoughts you think are ideas and emotions that create meaning and connect you to everything that you're currently experiencing in your reality. These then control the vibrational signal that you're sending out to the universe. So what is actually governing your frequency and reality right now? That is the paradigm that Bob Proctor spent his whole life talking about. The invisible operating system running everything visible in your daily life. So the question isn't, why do I keep attracting this thing in my life? The question is, what frequency am I vibrating at to attract this thing in my life? How can I shift into a different frequency, much like tuning into a different radio signal, which will allow the right energy to align with your destined reality? So to integrate this energy into your week and month ahead, I want to leave you with something simple this week. A simple and powerful frequency check-in. This isn't a 10-step journaling prompt. It's just 3 powerful questions that you can ask yourself at any time during your day. But the goal here is to really feel these questions as you're asking them, not just simply think about them, because this is where the frequency check becomes real for you. Firstly, anytime you feel a strong magnetic pull towards a thought, an object, a person, an event, a circumstance, I want you to ask these 3 questions. Number 1, does this feel exciting or just familiar? Number 2, is my body expanding right now or is it contracting? Number 3, am I choosing this or is my programming choosing it for me? Think about the activities you return to regularly. Maybe it's drinking on the weekends with friends, or doom scrolling on your phone, or going back to that person, always hitting them up and texting them about making plans. It feels comfortable, it feels normal, it feels like you, because that's exactly who you are right now in this present moment. But take an honest note of how it makes you feel, not during the activity, but after you do it. Is it really expanding your life or is it contracting it? Familiar isn't always bad, but familiar definitely can keep you stuck. And that's what your programming is wired, keeping you on a loop. And these 3 are the most important questions you can ask yourself, because most of us have actually never separated the 2. We think that our choices are ours, but if you've never questioned the programming, you've never really chosen, have you? So this week, before you agree to anything, before you reach for something, before you go all in on something, I want you to pause, take a breath. Am I choosing this or is my old version of me choosing this? And you don't have to change anything yet. You don't have to fixate on fixing anything or solving anything yet, because that's noticing. And that tiny pause between the stimulus and response, that's where your true freedom starts to unfold. Because here is what nobody tells you about the law of attraction. You cannot change a frequency you can't feel or notice first. When you start to feel and notice and become aware of the certain decisions, choices that keep you on that constant loop, then you're one step closer to owning your truth, much like the Hierophant, truly sitting on your throne in your power. So all I want you to do is take 30 seconds out of your day to do that simple frequency check-in. Just ask those 3 questions, make sure you write them down so you don't forget them, and just really make note of what comes up for you. How are you feeling after you are doing that activity, and also when you catch yourself really making that decision? And obviously noticing the pattern is one thing, but actually tuning into the frequency and rewiring it is a whole different ballgame. And that's exactly what I'll be walking through in my next video, to really unpack how you can do that to really transform your life and take that next step. But like anything, we've got to start with baby steps. So step number 1 is all about becoming aware, channeling the energy of May, channeling the Hierophant energy of truth, and embodying that, and realizing what is keeping you bound, what is keeping you in that rigid control from the institutions, from the programming that has kept you stuck from a very young age. So until then, comment your frequency thoughts below. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel, The Jewel Within, where every week we'll be unpacking different concepts related to human behavior, tarot, spirituality, everything of that nature. So if that's your vibe, please subscribe and check out my previous video on the screen somewhere here. We'll be going into the reason why your thoughts aren't yours. Have an amazing week and enjoy your month ahead.